Hello, good evening once again, and welcome to our Wednesday quiz. My name is David. I'm here to guide you through the quiz this evening. I'm joined, as ever, by my trusty producer, Aidan. Aidan, how are you?
I'm very well, dear. How are you?
I'm not too bad at all. I've had a lovely weekend, a nice couple of days.
What'd you get up to?
Well, I built this quiz for a start, so that was nice, putting that all together to make sure all the lovely people at home could join in. And then I've actually been doing a bit of binge watching.
Oh, yeah, what are you watching?
Believe it or not, I'm watching Blue Heelers.
I don't believe it.
I can show you my Amazon Prime
Did you get that?
watch list. Yeah, I've got all of them.
No, I'm
got
tossing
all
up
the
on
services, mate.
I'm tossing up on it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things on there, and you might like them.
No, they got
I'm
me
not
with
paid.
the-
I'm not paid by Amazon Prime, so I can't be any more stern than that.
They've got me with the bunch of Australian comedians who are doing shows on that. I quite like.
Yeah,
that
Tom
sort of
Gleason's
stuff.
got a special up.
Celia
for
Piccola, Judith
Yeah.
Lucy.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're paid by Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it does sound. We're not paid by anyone, and we would like to be. So if you are a streaming service and you would like to give us money, please do.
Amazon, if you're watching.
Amazon,
Which,
if you're watching. They actually, they genuinely might be.
no, they always are watching.
Well, that's true.
They're the ones that are in charge of COVID safe. They're watching everyone all the time.
Amazon are in charge of COVID safe.
They are. It's not an Amazon service.
Oh, really? Genuinely?
Yes.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. So there's a lot of stuff here, in fairness.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, no, we had Mother's Day, of course, on Sunday.
And how did that go? Have you finally visited your mother?
My mother is watching, and she can attest in the comments that she is there saying hello. She did, in fact, see me in person on Sunday. I got her a nice flower. She likes indoor plants. She's and a live one that will grow more.
Okay.
She's into indoor plants at the moment, so I got her a nice indoor chrysanthemum. Yeah, so she was very pleased with that. She said, she may have been being polite. I don't know.
Okay, I enjoy the comment. She's upset that you're watching Blue Heelers. You need to watch normal people. I imagine that's to try and...
Police are normal people.
I imagine that's
They
to
just
try
have a
and
different job.
pick up some behavioural traits.
Oh, she said she's had a beautiful day. Well, thank you very much. I also want to say, while I'm chatting away, say hello to the My Sharonas, the To Kill a Mockingbirds, and the Slaves of George. Hello. Mm-hmm. Welcome to you. Speaking of my mum.
That was seamless.
Yeah, absolutely perfect segue. I went to school for that segue.
The moment where we said, "Oh no, I'll just wing it. I don't need to. We don't need to rehearse. We don't need to prep it."
No.
I see why now.
I'll do it live. Yesterday, as some people will be aware, was International Nurses Day.
Absolutely was.
Which is particularly this year something to mark. I
Yeah.
think, because more than any other year, the frontline health services are in need of a little pat on the back.
Absolutely.
So we wanted to say hello to any of the frontline health workers, any frontline workers really, who are maybe watching along. Thank you very much for all of that.
Oh yes,
and
even here they can have this.
they can have that as a special treat.
Love yous.
For all
This
the
one?
nurses. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hashtag scrubs.
Hashtag scrubs. For all the nurses, you had International Nurses Day yesterday. For all the police who may be watching, I'm watching Blue Heelers, which is sort of the same thing. But also, I'm just going to duck out of shot for a second, because I have to show you. Now, I had grand designs, and I spent an awful lot of time trying to work out the positions of what I'm about to show you. But unfortunately, not to spoil the magic of internet streaming, but
You screwed it up.
This isn't actually behind me. This is a green bed sheet, and then we make it look pretty. And
Like this.
yep,
Except
Yeah.
except that black bit's green.
yeah. If you imagine that black bit as green and not iron. But my mum actually was a nurse. Sort of okay. This one, it's a nice dark Unfortunately, screen because
I have no idea. Okay. It's fun to sometimes let you ramble. No one heard anything you said in the last minute.
Why did you let me go for so long?
It's a bit funny. From the top, let's do it again. And a 1, and a 2.
Oh no, I'll go
3.
back. I'll go back to pulling them out, shall I? How far back am I going?
Yeah,
Do
we'll
they
just-
know
we'll
about
just
the
go.
green screen? Hi, and welcome to the Wednesday night quiz. No, my mum makes these little dolls, and I was going to display them on the stream tonight. It was going to sit just here, but as you can see, they are green.
No, they're not.
No, they're see-through. They are transparent.
No, they're nurses and doctors with X-ray powers.
Of course, that's what it must be. It must be the X-ray powers.
Yeah, obviously.
I don't think I can say that because if people want to buy these, they might be disappointed when they don't have X-ray powers because they don't. They are made of wool.
They don't come with a manual, and if you want to use the X-ray powers, you have to figure it out.
That's true. It's a little puzzle. But these are available for purchase. I will put up a photo of these later. I think you're working on that as we speak.
I've got photos.
Yeah, we can show you a photo of what they look like when they're not in front of a green screen, but these are available for purchase for the medical professionals in your life from Leslie's Baby Gifts on Facebook. And we thought that was apropos of it being International Nurses Day yesterday. So if you would like to purchase one of these, you are more than welcome to. So thank you to my mother for donating these to the stream. Unfortunately, they won't be visible through the thing. The head might pop up occasionally, but that's the only thing that can, because the rest will disappear. So I'll pop those away, tidy up time, pop my dollies away. What have I was just commented very appropriate to the head just popping up occasionally. That's rude. You're being rude on my stream. I'll speak sternly. What have you been binge watching, Aidan, if anything?
I started watching, actually, The Blacklist.
Oh, yes.
Which I don't usually fall in for kind of procedural crime dramas, but I quite liked it.
Oh, well, good.
Also, because I was doing this quickly while you were talking,
yes.
If you're looking for Leslie's Baby Gifts on
Facebook. Facebook, there you go.
There it is, at Leslie Baby Gifts.
There you go. You can check that out and get a little doll of your own. That's what they look like when they're not in front of a green screen. They're very cute. There's lots of stuff as well for baby showers and that kind of thing. Plenty of stuff available there. So, we've got Double Trouble here. We've also got Purple Smoke as well. We've got a lot of people coming in and joining us. The Mugwumps. Great Expectations. The Rural Jurors Furor.
That is 30 Rock? Or is it Parks and Rec? I can never tell. It's 30 Rock.
There you go.
It's 30 Rock. I just figured it out myself.
There we go. Some recommendations. Oh, well, I mean, that's kind of helpful for Dave Harwood, who's been giving us movie and whiskey recommendations. He's now telling us what he's been streaming. Mm-hmm. So Vikings from Dusk Till Dawn and Westworld. So there you go. There's excellent shows there.
I've not seen any of those.
I have seen Vikings and bits of Westworld, and they are both good.
Excellent.
So by all means, watch those.
I mean, Dave likes them, so we've got to assume they're good. He's only had top-notch taste up till now.
Up until now, when I became friends with you. So we have Survived the Cruise Ships, and Canopus are joining us. Canopus is one of my ancient teams.
Ooh, all right. Okay, maybe older teams. I don't think you can call them ancient. You definitely can't call them coffin dodgers.
No. If you would have let me, anyway. One of my ancient teams that joined me at the very first venue that was my own at the Argentine Hotel. So thank you for joining us. Welcome. What a pleasure to have you all here.
Even as he calls you old.
I didn't call them old. The team is old, and team lifespans are short. in comparison to human lifespans.
Oh, look, in comparison, I don't know. I've got some teams that... so I do the Black Butt Hotel, which Quizmasters has been doing for... I imagine just like 2 or 3 years shy of eternity.
Yeah. Slightly
and,
before.
And I stumbled just one day we were looking at our Facebook page and I stumbled across a bunch of old photos.
Oh yeah, no, I remember
of
that.
teams from the Black Butt, and the number of them that I just went, yep, they're still there. They're still there. They're still there. And I mean, like 15-year-old pictures. That was stunning. I loved it. It was one of my favourite days.
Yeah, the Black Butt has had the same regulars for such a long time, and one of our earliest venues when we started up in the mid-90s.
Very keen to get back there.
Yeah, you do have fun when you go
Black
to the Black Butt.
As all pubs.
Of course, there's no favourites.
No, I
We
do
don't
4
play
nights a week,
favourites,
and I enjoy all of my pubs, actually.
Yeah, you do. You do. Well, that's all, I think, really. We've got Triviasaurus Rex and we've got Phoebesaurus Rex. 2 different kinds of...
We're going to have to address it then.
Yeah. No, we do have to mention it, don't we?
We worked so hard, and we had it for, 5 days?
5 days we had our dinosaur-free certification, and, well, it's gone. We had an incident last week at the end of the stream.
I think...
Just before the live stream stopped, we were doing some sort of behind-the-scenes stuff, and there was an incident.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks... look, it was quite upsetting.
Yeah.
I think we can agree.
Yeah. Once we realised what had happened, we realised that we can't be dinosaur free. So all the Saurus Rexes are more than welcome now because...
Oh, I found it. There it is. There it is. It's just
Yeah.
not the set we wanted to work with.
No, it's it's an ongoing issue. So we're working on it currently. We will have our... I mean, it'll take 12 months to get the certification again, won't it?
Oh, at
12
least.
months. We have to be carnivore free for 12 months. Oh well. We'll get there. We'll get there. It is 7 o'clock. So I think we should maybe start thinking about playing a bit of a quiz.
Let's do it.
The rules of the quiz are really straightforward, and all you need to do is play along with the stream. You jot down your answers for yourselves. You don't put the answers in the comments, jot them down on a bit of paper, or keep them in your head, however you want to do it. And we will mark them all together as a group. You can tell us the scores that you got. We're relying on your honesty and your integrity. But if you cheat, doesn't matter because there's no prizes. So the only person you're cheating is yourself.
And your partner. Don't cheat just because you're at home. Don't. It upsets them a lot.
Oh yeah, no, well yeah, cheating is wrong and evil, particularly in isolation, because then you get a $1,000 fine for it. So I think it's about time we had a bit of a look at the quiz for all you fine people. Our first question for tonight looks like this. What 5-letter word is the most accepted plural of radius?
Most accepted.
The most accepted.
I can confirm some of the least accepted. Square
Yep.
is one of the least accepted plurals.
No good. They won't accept. They just flat out won't accept it.
If you're talking about a plural of radius and you say square, people are confused.
Yep. Engelbert Humperdinck. They won't accept that.
Over 5 letters.
Over 5 letters for a start, yeah. Number 2, which sign of the zodiac comes between Pisces and Taurus? The one that slots in between those two, Pisces and Taurus, for number 2. For number 3, Tunisair is the flag carrier airline of which African country? Which country in Africa has the flag carrier airline of Tunisair? And number 4, to finish off that slide, what word meaning to make someone move quickly by pushing or pulling them is also a style of dance? Which when I put this together yesterday, you know how easily songs get stuck in my head. And the song in which this word appears has been there since.
I don't even know what the word is. Hold on. I don't.
We were doing it before. Oh, no, he's got no memory of what happened half an hour ago when we did this.
None.
But that's all right. That's all right. You'll remember when the word comes up. Also, as a note, we, of course, would love you to join in and play along and give us your best answers. But If you don't know the answer to something, you can always get a point for giving us a good joke. So if you have a joke that you'd like to put into the comment section, we'll review all jokes as they appear, and the best ones will get put up on the screen, and you will get a bonus point for your joke if it is put on screen.
Okay, in that case, given that I have no idea what number 4 is, I have jokes.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
What do you call a man in a hole?
What do you call a man in a hole?
Doug. What do you call a man out of the hole?
What do you call a man out of a hole?
Douglas.
Oh, excellent.
What do you call a man standing next to the hole with a shovel?
Go on.
Phil.
Excellent.
Do I get the point?
Yeah, you can have a point.
Yes!
Yeah, why not? Why not?
There you go, guys. The bar's not very high.
No, the point. You gave me 3 jokes. Thought it'd be rude not to.
There we go. We also pay desperation.
we do. And someone asked me earlier on, do we get a bonus point for being a nurse? I think, given that yesterday was International Nurse Day, fair enough.
Yeah,
I think you can. The same as giving you a birthday bonus. So Richie, you get, or Ricky, I'm not sure, you get a bonus point. Number 5 is a picture puzzle, a visual pun. Say what you see. For this one, what is the common 5-word phrase represented by this image?
It's cut.
No, come on. It's clearly cut arrow line, cut.
No, it is a director who has a disobedient producer.
Just has to keep saying it.
Cut.
Yeah.
Cut.
What is the common 5-word phrase represented by this image? Say what you see. A bit like catchphrase, if you remember that. I don't know if a catchphrase was even a show here in Australia.
Yeah, Burjo's catchphrase.
Oh, well, there you go.
Burjo did it.
Yeah, right. Fair enough. Are you guys playing Mogwai, the Scottish avant-garde band? No, we're not, but actually, I actually know Mogwai. That's it. Yeah, well, there you go. There's our music, where they are from. You can look those up on FMA. You can enjoy that. But Mogwai are a fantastic band. Remember not to pop your answers in the comments. Please write them down on a bit of paper or keep them in your head, but don't pop them in the comment section.
Or chalkboard.
Or chalkboard, or...
I like the idea of someone at home using a chalkboard for this.
Oh, you know what I like the idea of is someone playing this quiz while their significant other is at work or something, and they come home to see that all the answers are painted along the walls, like in The Shining.
I like the idea. It's not where I thought you were going to go. I thought you were going to just on a piece of paper, just so when their partner gets home, see, I didn't do nothing today.
I did a quiz. We're happy to back you up if that's what you need. Number 6 now. Which film won the 2017 Academy Award for Best Picture? And this is it being presented, but what film was mistakenly announced as the winner in the 2017 Best Picture category?
Very famously.
Very famously indeed.
There we go. There's a joke for you. You can have that one.
What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. What do you call a deer with no legs? Still no idea.
What do you call a deer with no eyes and no ears?
Tell me.
Anything you want. You can't tell.
Yeah, excellent. Beautiful.
I meant to tell you actually on the International Nurses Day topic. My wife is an AIN, so an assistant in nursing. She works in a nursing home, and we went to her mother's for dinner last night, and sitting there talking about it, and she goes, "So what is your job?" Technically, like, do you count as a nurse? Do I get to wish you a happy International Nurses Day? And she went, no. She just, with this disappointed face, look on her face, she went, no, you don't. She went, all right, well, what's the day I get to wish you a happy day on? My wife responded, just completely deadpan, they don't have an International Bum Wipers Day, Mum. Which...
Have you checked that that's true, though?
I haven't.
Well, maybe you should. There might be something.
I believe it should be today.
Today, all right. International Nurses Day is followed by International Bum Wipers Day.
Yep. If you are a bum wiper, professionally, amateur, just as a hobby...
Enthusiastic amateur.
Yep. If you're a bum wiper, today, what's left of it...
I would say Nearly everyone is an amateur bum wiper.
Oh, everyone, at least a hobbyist.
At least a hobbyist.
Yeah.
They do it sort of roughly once a day, or they need to adjust their diet.
But bum wipers are important.
But we're very important, very important. And this is their day. In fact, I'll tell you a fact after I put up a couple of questions. Number 7, which fictional James escorted the Queen to the opening ceremony of the 2012 Olympic Games? This entire section is entitled James Who? So I'm going to have lots of Jameses, and you need to give me their surnames for points. So which James, a fictional James, escorted the Queen to the opening ceremony of the 2012 Olympic Games?
With the name of the category,
Yes.
is James a doctor?
Some of them might be.
No, what we named the category
yeah,
after.
Yeah, okay, Doctor Who. Very nice. Which James is known for voicing Darth Vader in the Star Wars film series? Which James known for voicing Darth Vader in the Star Wars film series number 9? Which James received was made... Oh, no, I should have deleted the word received. Which James was made a Fellow of the Royal Society in 1775 for his work in improving the diet of sailors? And number 10 as well. Which two Jameses combined for the 91 hit country song Way Out West? What do you call Mushroom in the 90s talk? A fun guy to be with. Good grief. We're pushing it. Well, that's the limit, I think. That's the limit. Why do we tell actors break a leg? Because every player has a cast. That's not bad.
Love that.
That's not bad. Have a point. Once again, please don't pop your answers in the comments. If you do, everyone will pile on with angry reacts and tell you not to, so I'm going to tell you not to. Don't put them in the comments. Write them down on a bit of paper. Store them for yourselves. However you want to do it, just don't put them in the comments. Thank you very much, my friends. I'll tell you an interesting fact about question number 7. The whole thing was that the Queen skydived into the arena.
Yeah, because she's an active senior.
Because she's an active senior. The person who played the Queen for the skydive. So the Queen emerged with this famous James. No, she didn't actually do any skydiving because she was 89 at the time.
Don't limit her.
I'm not limiting her. The doctors have. But the person who played it was a stuntman. Is also Jason Statham's stuntman.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep, that is the same stuntman who jumped out of a plane as the Queen with a famous James. So there you go, tell me which James. We'll go to number 11, another James here. Pictured here is which New Zealand-born Australian rugby league player currently with the Penrith Panthers?
Well, hopefully currently on his own. We don't need more footballers getting out.
Escaping their bonds. A vet nurse is asking for a point. What do we think? A vet nurse. There's no... It doesn't say that it has to be human nurse for International Nurses Day. Go on, Tracy. Have a point.
I'll award it.
You'll also get a point if it's your birthday. I think someone said it was their birthday. I'm happy to give out a point for that too. There's all sorts of ways to get fun bonus points here on the live quiz. Number 12, a quote for you, and you need to tell me which famous James, which Irish writer James said, "Beware the horns of a bull, the heels of a horse, and the smile of an Englishman." Which Irish writer said that? First name James. And solid advice. Claude, yes, he does have a Cowboys uniform on in that photo, but he is not with the Cowboys anymore. You could have kept that to yourself as a sneaky clue if you didn't know the answer. But he is currently playing for the Panthers. Beware the horns of a bull, the heels of the horse, and the smile of an Englishman. What's the difference between a microwave and an emu? You can't heat up a pie in an emu. You could have had any creature or noun there. But emu makes it so much better. Emu is the best possible choice. One more picture. Pictured here is which American actor and voiceover artist who voices one of my favourite Disney villains.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll trust you.
One of my favourite. Not my very favourite, but one of.
Okay. Fair enough.
First name James. What is the surname there? Claude likes to help and share the knowledge. Well, that's, you know what? That's very selfless of you. Thank you very much for doing so, Claude. We applaud you. But quietly, from a distance. Numbers game, I think. Our first of 3 numbers game. This is really simple. I'm going to put up a question. The answer is a number, and it is up to you to tell me what that number is. The closest wins a round of applause from us and a special surprise clip that we have specially chosen for you tonight. So our first numbers game question is, Aussie businessman James Packer ranked in what position on the 2015 Forbes list of the 500 richest people in the world? Now pop your answer to this in the comments. This is the only answer I want in the comments, is the answer to the numbers game and the movie game at the end. Now is your chance. If you like putting answers in the comments, go nuts. I'm going to put on the timer. So once that title disappears, the numbers game title, the game is up and we'll be going to our answers. So the closest will win the special surprise clip. Get your answers in. And then jumping in straight away. I should have looked at what the answer was beforehand. That's alright, I've done it now. We're good. Pouring in. They're all having such a go. Excellent. That's what I like to see. A couple more seconds on that before I close it off. Oh, hello to Brian who's joined us. You haven't seen you playing in a couple of weeks, or a couple of trivs at any rate. Well, that's it. We'll close the numbers game. If your answer is not in already, please be swift. We have one winner. One has it spot on.
Quite a few close, but
yeah, there's a few close ones I was jotting down, but we've got one spot on. Aussie businessman James Packer ranks in what position on the 2015 Forbes list of the 500 richest people in the world? He was number 453. So, Margaret, you get a round of applause.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, cheerio. All right, let's do it. Yeah, cheerio. All right, let's do it. Yeah, cheerio.
And we've travelled back in time, back to the early days of Quizmasters when our logo was a little more retro, to our 60s category. All these questions are about things from the 1960s. For instance, Holly Golightly and Paul Varjak were the two main characters from which 1960s film? That's number 14. Number 15. Which tennis player won the women's singles title at the Australian Open 7 consecutive years between 1960 and 1966? Which tennis player won the women's singles title at the Australian Open 7 years in a row, 1960 to 1966? 16. In 1969, which author published his best-selling thriller novel titled The Andromeda Strain? There's some excellent jokes coming up. I hope you're seeing them. Next up, number 17. Pictured is the cast of which 1960s television sitcom? What television sitcom is that the cast for How Do You Wait Millennial in Instagrams? What a good joke. And we've got Team KT and Joe joining us as well. Late joiners. Number 18 is related to this one. So 17 is what show is this the cast of? And number 18, what are the names of the two characters highlighted? Those two characters there, what are their names? And that's all I need to know on that one. Number 17 again, what is the name of the television show to which this is the cast? And 18 to go with it, what are the names of the two characters highlighted? The ones with little circles around them. Couldn't be easier. Unless you don't know the answer, then it could be much easier. And the next little section is another quote. We've had one already, but this one's a 1960s quote. But it's lyrics. What is the song here? Released 1966. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain.
It's a bit morose.
It is a bit morose. But I tell you what, in the next line, which I'm not going to put up, but I will give once the answer's there, gets better for this bloke.
Well, that's nice.
Gets a lot better for this bloke in the next line. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. There's your friendly daily reminder to dab when you cough. So what song is that from? And you can have a point as well for the artist. Why not? Point for the artist, point for the song. Go nuts. Give yourselves points twice for that one. Had a beautiful cover version as well, used in the soundtrack to Shrek. Number 20. Which of these board games did not go on sale during the 1960s? Cluedo, Mousetrap, or Trouble? Now, two of them did go on sale in the 60s. Which one didn't? Which one was either before the 60s or after the 60s?
I haven't played Mousetrap in ages.
Yeah, me neither. And I never really understood how the game worked.
There's mice and you trap them. It's in the title.
Yeah, well, yeah. But what were the rules?
It was...
I know that there was like the little Rube Goldberg machine that trapped it.
Yeah.
But when was that set off? I had no idea. I just like setting it off.
Yeah, look, I just
set it up, rolled the marble.
Yeah, I think most people who bought Mousetrap bought it as an engineering endeavour.
I've never played Trouble. I don't know how that works either.
It's good. It's a good game. I had that when I was a kid.
I'll take your word for it. We've played Cluedo together.
I love Cluedo. It's one of my favourite games.
We played Cluedo. And I made everyone very upset.
You usually do.
By every time I made an accusation in the game, I would subtly, I thought, play the Law and Order Dun Dun after every accusation that I made. And I'll tell you what, it was really funny the first 3 or 4 times.
First time.
And then it wasn't funny for a long time, but I stuck with it.
Yes, you did.
And it came back again. It was funny again. It was, I'm sure of it. I mean, admittedly, we were more pissed by the end, but that's not important. We go on to our next section. We're out of the 1960s, and we'll try and do this very professionally. Not quite. We'll get rid of the 60s motif there, if you could, Aidan. Beautiful. Back to modern times with number 21. For which occupation did Sir Humphrey Davy invent a safety lamp? For which occupation did Sir Humphrey Davy invent a safety lamp? Sir Humphrey Davy, a Welsh engineer. How do you tell how heavy a chili pepper is? Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Little smatter of applause for that one. Number 22. What would you be making if you were a cartographer? What would you make if you were a cartographer? That's number 22. The answer is not carts, by the way.
Yeah, it's cartographs.
You make I mean, that is genuinely the answer.
What?
But, I mean, it's the official name for the thing that you would make. You would call it a cartograph.
Woo, for accidental intelligence.
Yeah, you did that completely through no fault of your own. Number 23. Which English pop band had a 1989 hit with Baby I Don't Care? A pop band with a hit in 1989, Baby I Don't Care. Keep those jokes coming in the comments, by the way. It gets us through the night. Keeps us all entertained. Get your best material out. 24 finishes off this slide. In which Australian state are the tourist towns of Merimbula and Yamba? I practiced Merimbula. And I still probably got it wrong. Someone will tell me it's wrong.
Oh, yeah.
It's Merimbula or something like that, or it's a silent U.
It's Sydney.
Yeah, it's pronounced Sydney. It's the original spelling of Sydney.
Yeah. Not true.
Don't write Sydney. Which state would you find Merimbula and Yamba? Is number 24. We've only got one regular question left for this round. Then we can go through our answers and have a little rest out. If there is anything that you want repeated, put up again, shown again, let us know in the comments as we go, and we can pop up anything that needs repeating for your reviewing pleasure. Number 25 is our final question for the round, and please tell me this photograph was taken at which Australian racecourse? That's all I need to know for that one. Now, make sure you let us know if you need any repeats. If you have any last-minute jokes to get them in now. Other than that, if you want to just have a general chat, I want to know what you've been binge-watching. That's what I want to know. What has everyone been binge-watching? We've had a couple of...
or binge-eating.
Or binge-eating. I have an answer for that one. But I'll give that after the break.
Oh.
Give that after the break. I'll keep you all waiting for that one.
It's going to be cake.
It's not cake, and I resent that accusation. Okay. Numbers game at number 2. Works the same as the first one, but I've changed the question. This time the question is, this photograph of Donald Trump and Mike Tyson was taken in which year? What year was that photo taken? Get that to me in the comments below. Once again, I'll whack on the timer. Got lots of our answers coming in, lots of our requests. So we've got another vote for Westworld. Aiden, if you're stuck for something to watch. Emma Granger, Star Trek Voyager. Excellent choice.
Well, I told you, I got stuck into
Blacklist.
Blacklist, and I'm very pleased with my choice.
Mutual friend of ours has just finished it, in fact, and he hasn't stopped going on about it. So now I get to hear about it from you.
I'm not a ranter.
You hear that mosquito? Did you hear that mosquito?
I don't know how it got in the studio.
This time of year, you wouldn't believe it. Okay, that's it closed. So if your answers aren't in now, well, trouble. Let's go through the repeated questions. We want 12, 13, and 14. So there's 12. Who said this quote? A famous James who said, "Beware the horns of a bull, the heels of the horse, and the smile of an Englishman." Tell me that, if you please. Number 13 was requested, which is that one. What is the name of that American voice artist and actor? My clue was that he voiced one of my favourite Disney villains. That's my clue. Next is 14 and 16, which are both on here. Golightly and Paul Varjak were the two main characters in which 1960s film, and 16 is in 1969, which author published his best-selling thriller novel, The Andromeda Strain. And 19 was requested also, which is the lyrics. A song released in 1966. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. A point for the song, a point for the artist. And someone did request questions 1 to 19, which is great that you're keen. It's great that you're keen. What you can do is you can watch this again anytime you like from the start. All of you can do this. If there's anything you really enjoyed about tonight, a joke that we've made, a comment, a winning smile you've enjoyed, make sure you just watch it again. Or from the start.
Alternatively, if you don't do that and you just guess an answer, just write down 19 answers for no particular reason. Just 19 things that you think are going to be the answers. If you get one of them correct, I will give you 50 points for it.
That's fair, cop. That's fair point. You have to do that right now. If you didn't get 1 to 19, write down as many answers as you can in that time.
Film yourself doing it as well, because I won't believe it.
Yeah, if you just say, yes, I got one right. I actually have... We're talking about jackpots last week. And how much we miss doing the jackpots. I have one team at one of my regular venues who it's a sort of a pay-to-play jackpot. And they never pay. They don't want to pay because they will never win. And that's their words, not mine. I maintain that they could win. But what they do instead is they give me their skins answer, their jackpot answer, without ever seeing the jackpot question. And I've cleared it with the pub that if they ever get it right, they can win it without paying.
Or I once had someone do that in a happenstance way with a question.
Yeah.
Where if they didn't ever know what the answer was, they wrote down Dawn Fraser.
And that, yeah, I remember that one.
The night Dawn Fraser came up, they nearly, they nearly needed a bum wipe.
Yeah. Which is their special day today, of course.
Yes, it is. International Day of Bum Wipers.
All right, here's our answers before we have a short break. Mark up and get your scores in once you've tallied them. Don't forget to include any bonus points if you are a nurse, a bum wiper, or it is your birthday. Number 1. The 5-letter word that is the most accepted plural of a radius is radii. The sign of the zodiac that comes between Pisces and Taurus is Aries. Tunisair is the flag carrier airline of Tunisia, in a surprise to no one. The word means to make someone move quickly by pushing or pulling them, and is also a style of dance. It's the hustle.
Oh.
Remember when we were doing that earlier?
Oh.
Because I started whistling it. Because it's been in my head since I put this together.
Now it makes sense.
Yep, all adds up. Number 5, what is the common 5-word phrase represented by this image? It is a cut above the rest, which is very nice. Which film for number 6 won the 2017 Academy Award for Best Picture? It was Moonlight, but unfortunately it was upstaged by The Mistake, which was to announce that La La Land had won. They all jumped up on stage and they went, "Oh no, I'm so very sorry. It was Moonlight."
And then they recreated it the next year.
They did it again the next year.
It felt unnecessary.
Yeah, there was no need to call back to that. Let's just leave it in the past. Number 7, our Jameses. Which fictional James escorted the Queen to the opening ceremony of the 2012 Olympic Games? It was James Bond. The James that is known for voicing Darth Vader in the Star Wars film series is James Earl Jones. The James who was made a Fellow of the Royal Society in 1775 for his work improving the diet of sailors was James Cook. Same year he was made captain. And the two Jameses who combined for Way Out West were James Rain and James Blundell. Our pictorial James here, this is a New Zealand-born Australian rugby league player who currently plays with the Panthers, and that is James Tamu. And our Irish writer quote, which James said, "Beware the horns of a bull, the heels of the horse, and the smile of an Englishman." All sound advice from James Joyce. And our final James, this is American actor and voiceover artist James Woods, who voices Hades.
Yep.
Yeah, in Hercules, one of my favourites. And then we're going back to the 60s again for these answers. And we're going to do this very professionally. There we go. Seamless. 14, Holly Golightly and Paul Varjak are the two main characters in Breakfast at Tiffany's. The tennis player who won the women's singles title at every Australian Open between 1960 and 1966 was Margaret Court.
It's just greedy.
Look, it's in her name. She was born to the tennis. Her last name is Court.
The fact that they call it Margaret Court Arena and that Tina Arena doesn't have her own court.
it's robbery, is what it is. 1969, the author who published his best-selling thriller novel titled The Andromeda Strain is Michael Crichton. Nearly said Australian author, but he isn't. Pictured is the cast of the Beverly Hillbillies. Thank you.
It was actually goofy.
Yeah, that was goofy. What are the names of the two highlighted characters there? That's Jethro and Ellie Mae. Jethro on the right there. These lyrics. What's the song? What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. And then I saw her face, and now I'm a believer.
Oh, it has gone well for him.
It went really well for him in the end. It is by the Monkees, if you wanted that bonus point there as well. Number 20. Which of these board games did not go on sale during the 1960s? Was it Cluedo, Mousetrap, or Trouble? Well, it wasn't either of those two. Has to be Cluedo, which I think was 1943, something like that.
I have no idea.
I'm not asking you, I'm asking the ether, but looking at you. That's about the best we did it.
That's about the best one.
Yeah, and fortunately we don't have to do it again. 21. Which occupation did Sir Humphrey Davy invent a safety lamp? It was called the Davy lamp, and it was the gold standard of safety lamps for many, many decades. It is a coal mining lamp. The cartographer would make a map, or a cartograph. The English pop band who had a hit in '89 with Baby I Don't Care was Transvision Vamp. And which Australian town would you find Merimbula and Yamba? They're both in New South Wales.
Told you Merimbula is pronounced Sydney.
It's pronounced Sydney, yeah. This photograph was taken at which Australian racecourse? It is Flemington Racecourse for that one. Then our numbers game. This photograph of Donald Trump and Mike Tyson was taken in which year? Did you have our winner? How many have we got? We've got two winners. Two winners. Our answer is 1988. And we have Survived the Cruise Ship and Claude. Well done.
The thing that I think that I know is actually the thing that I think that I know.
Oh! You know!
And you know! The thing that I think that I know is
That
actually
was
the thing that I
live
think that I
footage
know.
of Claude and Marks pointing at each other to say that they knew.
The thing that I think that I know is actually
Alright,
the thing that I
that's
think that I know.
it for the first round. We've marked it all up. Get your scores in, pop them in the comments. We'll put those up across the screen as we have a short break. We'll be back at 2:45. 7:45. We'll be back here, ready to go with some more quiz. Round 2 to come. Grab yourselves a drink, wipe off your chalkboards, ready for the next round. We'll see you very shortly. We're back. We've all had a nice rest. We're ready to go. We've got more quiz than you can shake a stick at for round 2. 25 more of your finest questions for young and for old. So I hope you're all ready to go. In case anyone missed it, I do have one small plug to do. Yesterday was International Nurses Day.
And today is International Bum Wipers Day.
And today is International Bum Wipers Day. If you missed the context for that, watch it again. Go back, watch it again, but not now because we're live. But I do have these little fellows now. They're not going to come up very well on this
because of their X-ray powers.
Because of the X-ray powers that they possess that only I can access. But these are hand-knitted nurses and doctors for the medical practitioners in your life, and you can buy these for yourself to give as a gift to those loved ones who are on the front line in this difficult time at Leslie's Baby Gifts on Facebook. You can buy these little ones here. There's a picture of what it should look like right there, and that's how you access it. That's where you find them. So please, if you have a nurse or a doctor, please get yourself one.
Or a baby.
Them. What?
The baby gifts.
And of course the baby gifts. You can get baby gifts as well if you're having a baby shower or you want to give a newborn a prezi. There's plenty there.
Preferably one you know.
Please don't take that as license to buy things for newborns. If you turn up to maternity wards with random gifts, people will ask questions, as I found to my own cost. We have more quiz. Let's go into round 2. Now, if you've just joined us, don't put the answers in the comments. Write them down for yourselves, and we'll mark it all together at the end. But don't give away your genius in the comments. And remember to get your jokes in, because there are bonus points for jokes. If it's your birthday, let us know. If you're a nurse, take yourself a bonus point, as we had the special day yesterday. If you're a professional or enthusiastic amateur bum wiper, take one as well, because it is your special day today. We have decided International Bum Wipers Day today. So, number 1. In relation to television program guides, what do the letters HD signify? I went to uni briefly, and I have no idea what an HD is.
Me neither. P's get degrees.
I never got one. P's get you most of your degree, and then you drop out, in my case. Become a quiz host for your job.
The only reason I finished getting my degree, which I have never used and have no intention of ever using again, was I got 3 years into it and went, well, it'd be a shame to quit.
Yeah. Your own stubbornness gets you a great deal.
I realised at 3 years I wasn't going to be using it.
But it looks cracking on your wall.
It does look nice. It tells me if I'm smart.
Yep. Hanging up there. I've seen it in its place. It's beautiful. Number 2. Where on an infant's body are its fontanelles?
If you know that because you've just had a baby, remember to head over to Leslie's Baby Gifts. Oh, we've stacked these. She's going to be so pleased. She asked you to do like 20 minutes on how great they are, and I think we're getting it.
Mum's just chimed in. Did you call Nurses International Day bum wipers? No. You might have missed that, dear mother. There was International Nurses Day yesterday, but all the AINs there...
And bum wipers in general.
And
new parents.
General bum wipers, new parents, for instance. They didn't have a day. We decided there was a beautiful anecdote about that. So we decided that the bum wipers of the world get their day today. Nurses' Day was yesterday, bum wipers today. Because they are the nurses of tomorrow. Number 3, the word orchid is derived from the Greek word orchis, meaning awkward, pink, or testicle. It's nice when all the options are related. It's really nice when they're all they flow together as a description.
Oh, I don't understand what the middle one has to do with it. I don't think Pink's a singer. She doesn't have testicles.
No. It's only Pink the singer if the I is an exclamation mark and you know it.
You're right. My bad. Oh, now I'm thinking that Pink the singer.
Yep.
Could be thinking about worse things.
Yeah, absolutely. She writes a good pop song.
Here we go. This is how we test how many people are watching from inside Australia compared to outside of Australia. When you ask the question, what is your favourite Pink song? If you are from inside Australia, immediately going to have one. Outside Australia, they're going, who are you talking about?
You know Pink's not Australian, right?
I know she's not Australian, but we love her.
We do love Pink. We do love Pink.
More than most of the world. You watch what she charts at here compared to the rest of the world. The rest of the world's like, oh, she's very, very good. She's making the top 20. Like, every time... Pink could sneeze in the middle of a global pandemic and we'd send it to number 1.
Actually, I've seen a lot of celebrities doing their sort of pandemic life, their isolation life, all their videos reminding us that we're all in this together. And I haven't seen one from Pink, weirdly. I thought she'd have been the first on that.
I'm pretty sure we're all in this together. They've been doing that for absolutely years. That's out of High School Musical.
High School Musical. Monday was International Twilight Zone Day. There you go. How fun.
The more you know.
The more you know. Thanks, Peter. There is a brand new... That's something that another friend of mine has been binge watching, is the new Twilight Zone's apparently very good.
I'm so glad you said the word zone. If you said the new Twilight's really good, it would be...
No, I wouldn't have said that. I'll put up another question, but I do have a related story. Number 4, between 2007 and 2010, Bill Paxton was nominated for the Golden Globe for Best Actor every year for his role in which TV drama series? Every year, 2007 to 2010, Bill Paxton was nominated for the Golden Globe for Best Actor for every year for his role in which TV drama series? Need the name of the show, not the name of the character. If you please. My related fact to New Twilight. I don't know if you remember years and years ago that the author of Twilight, Stephanie Meyer, announced that she was going to do a new novel called Midnight Sun, which was the Twilight story from the point of view of Edward the Vampire.
That is how you can tell you're a poor writer. I don't have a new plot.
No, like nothing new, but here's the same story again from someone else's perspective. And she sent it to a friend, the first 3 chapters in a manuscript form, and they leaked it online.
Oh.
And Stephanie Meyer chucked a hissy fit and said, well, now no one can read it because you've read the first 3 chapters. Now no one gets to read it. And they announced last week, or the week before, that we're doing it. We're getting Midnight Sun at last. We get to see exactly what Edward Cullen was doing while the plot was unfolding of Twilight. So there you go.
Look, I had heard the news that it had been announced, and I, much like while you were talking, didn't care.
Fair enough. I'm used to that by now.
I will clarify, because Brett is telling me that this didn't happen. Actually, he is correct. He was nominated in 2006, 7, 8, and 10. Wasn't every year.
But not 9.
It was 4 out of the 5.
Yeah, right. Oh, there we go. Fair enough. Did he have any wins in that time?
Don't upset the man.
I'm just asking.
No one likes to remember when they've not won at things.
Okay, so the answer's no then. Thank you for telling me.
He did not.
Number 5 here, which European country is highlighted in red? That's this one here. Oh, no, this hand. I'm never going to get the hang of that. Can I reach it? Or will I be cut off? I can almost reach it.
This is
I
literally...
can actually touch it.
This is about everything you've ever said about Top Shelf. Anything on the top shelf, can I reach it? Oh, I can nearly touch it.
I genuinely had to ask someone in Coles to get something down for me the other day. Oh. That is genuinely true that I had to do that.
You're lucky you don't have to go to Bunnings more often.
Yeah.
I'm that person, though. I get asked in shops all the time to get things down. Also, for some reason, I have no idea why, I always get asked under the assumption that I work somewhere, but I find it really uncomfortable telling people that I don't. So I've had this happen at Bunnings. I've had this happen at a liquor supplier. I've had this happen at... What was the other one? Oh, I can't remember. They've all got uniforms. These places all have uniforms. And I've had people
come
up to me.
And you rock up like that, presumably.
Yeah, and I'm just dressed normal.
Yeah.
I've had people come up to me, excuse me, do you know where this is? Now, that question obviously assumes that you work there, and I usually am familiar enough with places or can figure it out, where I just go, yeah, I think I do, here, follow me. And then show them, and I tell them have a nice day as if I worked there and leave. And almost every single time I've done it, they've ended up standing behind me in the checkout and a look on their face.
That's fantastic.
Fabulous.
All right, what is the European country highlighted in red? Should have brought you crate to Coles. I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, I could have, and then I would have. I can't even remember what it was that I needed down, but it was on the top shelf, whatever it was. We go from highlighting in red to other colourful answers. All of these answers are colours. For instance, according to mythology, the Amazons were said to live near what sea, or which sea, as it is written, and that's what I'll read. The Amazons were said to live near which sea? Colourful answer. Colourful answer. So there's only two that I can think of. What lies at the bottom of the sea and shivers? A nervous wreck. That's quite good. I like that one, Gordon. I like that one. Yes, Peter with a warning. Don't wear a red shirt to Coles.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm usually just in usually purple. I always wear purple.
Well, that's the point. If you do always wear purple. Now, if I took my crate and swanned about, I reckon people would think I'd work there if I swanned about with crate.
No, they wouldn't. They would assume you're a busker and you're hard in your times. You scrub yourself up for these live streams. You don't usually look like this.
That is true. Number 7, Closed Fists, Open Heart is the title of the 2008 authorised biography of which Australian sportsman?
That is an on-the-nose title.
It really is. Really is. I mean, Closed Fists gives you a nice hint as to what sport this person was doing. Closed Fists, Open Heart is the title of the 2008 authorised biography of which Australian sportsman?
Oh, I can't wait to see the authorised autobiography of Nikola Tesla that's open mind, closed doors. This is the format I want every authorised
Every
autobiography.
single biography needs to be open blank, closed blank, or vice versa.
Yeah. What would yours be? What would your open, closed autobiography be? Tell me in the comments, because I'm desperate to find this out.
I'm going to work out mine. But if you had a biography, what would yours be? Closed blank, open blank is your format. Number 8, the 2011 Australian drama television series Underbelly Razor was filmed in which inner city suburb of Sydney? Which inner city suburb of Sydney was Razor filmed
Keep
in?
it clean. I just realised what you could have written.
Oh, yeah, me too. Yep, no. PG in the answers. Good grief.
Panics then.
You did, and fair enough too. Number 9, in the Superman stories, who is the editor-in-chief at the Daily Planet? Remember, all of these have colours in the answer. Every one of them.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
It was.
Really obscure science.
Yeah,
joke.
no, it was. It really was.
Also falling very hard on the political side of Tesla in the Tesla-Edison debate. He was robbed.
It was robbed.
Actually physically robbed several times.
It's just that Edison was the better showman
And stole the stuff from Tesla.
and stole a lot of stuff from Tesla.
I'm happy to make these accusations. They're both dead.
Yep, can't sue you. Number 10, also known as a cucumber mullet due to its cucumber-like odour, pictured is which freshwater fish found in coastal rivers in Australia? Colour in the answer. And I will give you a small clue. I am the clue.
What?
Do you know the answer to this?
No.
Oh, well then the clue won't make sense to you then.
No, but there's colour in the answer. It's definitely not... They're not calling it the short fish. Fish on a crate?
Go on, keep going. You'll find one that's funny. I'm sure of it.
So I've got this great joke about Tesla.
Claude said it was funny, must be. So this is the cucumber mullet. What other name does it have with a colour in the answer?
I know we put photo credits on, but I am not 100% convinced that that is not just a picture that
I just read it.
that we've taken. It's just, I'm still waiting for the day. One day.
I didn't find this picture, so I didn't find the credit. That It could be Codman. There could be a website out there with pictures of different fish. Codman.com.au.
Yeah, no, I reckon it was just a picture that whoever wrote this and put it together found that picture, put it intentionally, because I'm trying to do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
My goal is to write a question where I can just put in pictures of my own dogs.
You will. I told you will, and it will happen. It's a pink stumpy. It's a pink stumpy. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm here for the rest of the evening for you to enjoy. Taking the mickey out of. Pictured here is which American actor and filmmaker still out of the. It's a famous face. We're out of the colour of the answer. Doesn't mean there isn't. Bonus point. She won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in which 1969 comedy film. Could be a colour in it. We don't know. I think fair enough. Have a point for Pink Stumpy. Because it's basically a joke answer.
It went up on the screen.
It went up on the screen. Have a point for it. Okay, what is the name of that actor and filmmaker? And the bonus point, she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in which 1969 comedy film? Which takes us to our third and final numbers game, which is really straightforward. We haven't changed how it works. We've changed the question though. We're keeping with the colour theme.
Why not? I do want to do the question just exactly the same to see how many people remember them.
Yeah, well, I mean, last week we had someone who thought we'd done that, when in fact we hadn't.
Yeah, deja vu is a whole thing.
Yeah, it really is. In which year was the colour flesh renamed to peach in Crayola's crayon colour range?
That is much more appropriate.
Much more appropriate name.
At one point, you've got children, teachers calling parents. Because I'm so sorry, United States Hospital, your children's been caught eating flesh at school.
But now we've got the opposite problem. I've had to send them to hospital. Your children have been caught eating peach at school. Well, that's fine. Don't send them to hospital.
They're not allergic.
They're fine. They can eat as many peaches as they want. So what year was the colour flesh renamed to peach? Jot it in the comments. Let us know when you think it was. And a special prize for the closest to the correct answer. Don't have to be right, just have to be the least wrong. I'll put on the timer. Soon as that numbers game title disappears, we're done. We're on the way. Jeez, I hope that wins. We haven't had it happen yet. I really want that to happen. Here we go, getting towards the end. Get it in. Let us know. All right, that's it, closed. So let's have a little look here and see. In which year was the colour flesh renamed to peach in Crayola's crayon colour range? How did we do?
We had a couple of close ones, but 2 spot-ons.
2 spot-ons, fantastic. I did actually write down that we had two guesses of 1969, which I really hoped would be the closest.
Nope.
It's not happened yet on the quiz, but it will. Correct answer is at 1962.
Wrong button.
I scared you, I knew it! I'm over here, big guy. Yeah, you are!
That was just, what an iconic moment in television history. Number 12 now. In snooker, what is the points value of the black ball? In snooker, what is the points value of the black ball? Today, my son asked, can I have a bookmark? I burst into tears. 11 years old, he still doesn't know my name is Brian. That's tickled me like no other. That's, I don't know why. I've enjoyed that so much, but I have a point there. Number 13, Sacramento is the capital of which US state? Sacramento is the capital of which US state? 14, surprise wedge and free spin were two features on which Australian television game show? The surprise wedge and the free spin were two features on which Australian television game show? And number 15, finish off that slide. What is the world's most populous country to hold democratic elections? What is the world's most populous country to hold democratic elections?
I know that number 14 is about a television game show, but I really want them to incorporate surprise wedge and free spin into professional golf.
I think I'd like to use the 9-iron for this. Unfortunately, this is the surprise wedge round. You have to make this shot with the sand wedge.
All right, we're gonna go straight down the green. Actually, we're gonna spin you around before this one, sir. So you might go straight into the crowd.
Two comments in a row about something I made a big point of the other day. The turkey on the head from Mr. Bean. It was in Mr. Bean first, is the answer. Definitely in Mr. Bean first.
Mm.
So yeah, they did take that from there. And then it was in another show as well. They did it again in, I think, How I Met Your Mother. They did a similar thing. It's a perennial joke. Gives fruit with every show. You can put a
try it at home.
Head. What was that?
Try it at home.
Try it at home. You'll impress your friends. Don't send me the bill when you have to go to the hospital to get it removed. Number 16 now. One of the highest selling albums of all time in Australia. This album is from which singer? Called Pieces of You is the name of the album. Oh, apparently it's even older than that. It was the Goodies did it first. So there you go. Oh, my mum was in earlier, now my dad's here. The whole family's come to join the quiz.
I like just that's the way that he introduces it.
Yeah, it's just, yes, there he is.
Da-da-da.
There's my dad. Hello there. It's a family affair. It's a family affair.
In my head, that's how he comes home.
Dad here. Name one of the 4 songs from the album that was released as a single. You can have a point for any one that you name. I thought I had more to say there, but it turns out I don't. I was waiting for my own response, which wasn't forthcoming.
I'm busy watching the Mr. Bean versus the Goodies debate currently happening.
Ooh. Have we found any evidence?
I can't find anything suggesting it was in the Goodies.
Ooh. Oh dear. Oh well, we may have a fight on our hands, like the great Collie debacle of last week. Can't have that again. So name any one of the 4 songs from the album released as a single for the bonus point there. And of course, the artist who released the album is 16. Question 16. I don't know how old they were when they released it or how old they are now. But I did mention them a couple of weeks ago. So we go from that. We go straight into our 50-50 round. Love it or loathe it. And there's a 50-50 chance of that too. So you are going to have one correct answer, one incorrect answer. It is up to you to sort the fact from the fabrications for me. Please do so. with questions such as these. Prior to the euro, the marka was the currency of which European country? Was it Finland or Lithuania? Finland or Lithuania had the marka. 2 Ks. 18. England's King Edward IV belonged to which house? Lancaster or York? Both cadet branches of the Plantagenet line.
You don't make yourself relatable when you say things like that.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to be intelligent. I'm not trying to be relatable. They are mutually exclusive, unfortunately. Number 19, the 2016 science fiction film Arrival was nominated for how many Academy Awards? Was it 5 or was it 8? It wasn't good. I didn't enjoy it. But it got at least 5 and as many as 8 Academy Awards. But which was it? Number 20 as well. What is a scabiosa? Is it a musical instrument or a type of flower?
It's a foreign scab.
No, it's a Harry Potter spell to make scabs.
No, to make the scabs come off.
Rather than pick at them, Scabiosa.
Wingardium Scabiosa.
It's Scabiosa, not Scabiosa.
Later.
Yeah, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen Triviosa.
They're here Friday.
They were. Cool, so that's your first lot of 50-50s, so take a moment for yourselves, have an argument, because that's the best part of the 50-50s, as everyone asserts their claim to correctness. So we'll be back in about 2 minutes. I'll duck out. You can enjoy this by yourselves. See you shortly. Okay, let's have a peek at our last 50-50. Serena Thomas played the Bond girl named Molly Warmflash in which James Bond film? Was it GoldenEye or The World Is Not Enough? Molly Warmflash. Which one? GoldenEye or The World Is Not Enough? I think I know the Bond girl from the other one, which this isn't as well. I'm pretty sure.
I'm just enjoying the fact that I don't think that's a shot from the movie. I think that's just a shot when this actor is told, yes, you're going to be playing the character Molly Warmflash. And just the look of, it's a paycheck.
Yeah, look, the thing is that the GoldenEye and The World Is Not Enough are both Brosnan ones. They were start of a new era, but they had to kind of sort of careen out of it into a slightly more serious type of film. So they had to have Molly Warmflash to give happiness to the people who were used to characters such as Pussy Galore. They had to do that. I'm not saying that it's a good idea. It's just what happened. Our next question, 22. Pictured here is the popular Outrigger Beach Resort, located in which Pacific Island nation?
A good hard look at it, because it's as close as any of us are getting anytime soon.
Not going there. Would be nice though. I would love that.
I'm okay.
I would love that.
I don't feel like I do well in an island resort. I'm a stay-home, potter in the garden kind of person.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. I mean, a garden retreat would be the ideal holiday for you, wouldn't it?
No, because I don't feel like they'd let you dig them up.
I mean, there's probably a market for that, where you go on a retreat, special holiday, that is just, come and have a dig in our garden. Here's some bulbs, here's some seeds, go nuts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is just backpackers here fruit picking.
It's how they get them, isn't it? Come and have a potter around in the garden. You'll have a lovely time. Also, you have to stay in this building, and we will feed you twice a day.
Yeah.
Number 23, award-winning Australian rock band Jebediah formed in which state capital city? I don't know a single song of these award-winning Australian rock band.
I'm gonna find out what award they won.
Yeah, well that's key. I've never heard of these people until this question. I may know one of their songs if someone can tell me in the comments a song that I would know by Jebediah. Number 24, which politician competed in the first season of Dancing with the Stars Australia in 2004? It's very nearly one of the gifts you got tonight. I was shouted down about it though. Politician competed in the first season of Dancing with the Stars Australia in 2004. And 25, which world leader and former political prisoner was made an honorary member of the Harlem Globetrotters in 1996?
Okay, so they have been nominated
Yeah.
for 2 APRA awards, 5 ARIAs, but they have won 8 whammies.
What is a whammy?
West Australian Music Industry Awards.
See, that when you say it like that, that sounds better.
No, I'm loving. They've had 11 whammy nominations and won 8 whammies. Oh, I love that. I want a whammy now.
I would love a whammy. So, 23, award-winning Australian rock band Jebediah formed in which state capital city? 24, which politician competed in the first season of Dancing with the Stars Australia in 2004? And 25, which world leader and former political prisoner was named an honorary member of the Harlem Globetrotters in 1996? I want to stress that 24 and 25 are not the same answer.
No, they're not.
There have been comparisons drawn by some members of the political sphere.
But I would gladly watch them swap places.
Ooh.
And I would also love to see that honorary membership require you to play a couple of games.
Yep. Yeah. But only if they'd swapped.
No, both. Both ways around.
No, fair enough.
I think it'd be entertaining both ways. I think all politicians should have to play with the Harlem Globetrotters at some point. Controversial opinion.
Yeah, they have at least one game. There's people in the comments saying, well, they gave it away. Not if you don't know what I'm talking about. If you know that I've given it away, you already knew the answers. There you go. And, you know, I haven't spoiled the big prize. There's nothing to win. We want 22 repeated. That's a good point. Thank you, Mara, for reminding me. If you need anything repeated, let us know in the comments. Got 22 is going to come up next in just a moment. But if there's anything else that you would like, please tell us. Do 22. There's 22. The Outrigger Beach Resort.
I think she just wanted to look at it again.
Fair enough. If that's all you wanted was to just have another look at where you'd rather be. Number 9 requested as well. Which is up near the top. because that's how numbers work. Oh, no. I had a terrible mistake there. Let's try that again, but proper. There we go. Number 9. In the Superman stories, who was the editor-in-chief at the Daily Planet? Was at number 9. Colour in the answer. And we're good. I think we're good. No one else is requesting any, so let's go to our answers. Number 1. In relation to television program guides, the letters HD signifies high definition. Number 2. On an infant's body, the fontanelles are on its head. The word orchid is derived from the Greek word orchis, meaning awkward, pink, or testicle. It is the Greek word for testicle.
That's awkward.
Yeah, I'm going pink. Number 4. Between 2007 and 2010, Bill Paxton was nominated for some Golden Globe Awards for Best Actor, as we found out, for his role in which TV drama? The TV drama was Big Love. The European country that is highlighted here in red, that is Switzerland. According to mythology, the Amazons were said to live near the Black Sea. The other option there was the Red Sea. Closed Fists, Open Heart is the title of the 2008 authorised biography of Danny Green.
Doesn't get better.
Doesn't get better. But no one suggested what theirs would be.
I'm disappointed.
I'm a little bit disappointed, but that's all right. That's all right. We'll move on. In 2011, Australian drama television series Underbelly Razor was filmed in the inner-city suburb of Redfern. Superman's editor-in-chief of the Daily Planet is Perry White. Also known as a cucumber mullet due to its cucumber-like odour. Picture here is the freshwater fish found in coastal rivers in Australia. It is called a grayling, the Australian grayling. The clue is both my last name and the colour of my shirt.
I cannot confirm anywhere that an Australian grayling is called a cucumber mullet, because every time I Google cucumber mullet...
Yum. Is the pictures of cucumbers with mullets?
Yeah.
Try the word fish as well, attached to it. Number 11, pictured is which American actor and filmmaker? That is Goldie Hawn. And she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for her role in Cactus Flower in 1969. In snooker, the points value of the black ball is 7 points. Sacramento is the capital of California. Surprise wedge and free spin were 2 features on Wheel of Fortune. And the world's most populous country to hold democratic elections is India. One of the highest-selling albums of all time in Australia. This album is from Jewel. And name any one of these 4 songs to get a point for yourself. Released as a single, we had Morning Song, Who Will Save Your Soul, You Were Meant For Me, and Foolish Games. All were released as singles. A point for any one that you named. Prior to the Euro for 17, the marker was the official currency of Finland. England's King Edward IV belonged to the House of York. This 2016 science fiction film Arrival was nominated for 8 Academy Awards. A scabiosa is a type of flower. Serena Thomas played the Bond girl named Molly Warmflash in The World Is Not Enough. I think Goldeneye was Christmas Jones, I'm pretty sure. 22, pictured here is the popular Outrigger Beach Resort located in Fiji. Award-winning Australian rock band Jebediah won a bunch of Whammies, and they were in Perth, and you did give that away.
My bad.
A little bit. The politician who competed in the first season of Dancing with the Stars Australia was Pauline Hanson.
Soon to be with the Globetrotters.
Soon to be with the Harlem Globetrotters, alongside such lofty company as Nelson Mandela, who was named an honorary member in 1996.
But didn't dunk a single ball.
Not a one. Not a 1.
Lazy.
Let's not call Nelson Mandela lazy. He was very, very busy.
Unmotivated.
He was a busy man while he was alive. Good point. Could have been the White Sea or the Coral Sea. Coral is technically a colour. That's fair enough. And that's all for the questions tonight. We do, however, have our movie game, which you'll remember we had a 60s round earlier on. So there's a bit of theming going on with this movie, but not necessarily in the way you think. So our movie game is very straightforward. I'm going to put up 10 actors. They're all in one movie together. It is up to you to tell me the name of the movie. The first person to do so gets a nice pat on the back from all of us here at Quizmasters and from everyone playing at home as well, I assume. So I'll start putting up actors. Let me know in the comments what your answer is. I'll keep an eye on when you get it so we know who is first. So our first actor who is in this film, we have Brian George, which is just greedy because he's got 2 first names. We also have Sherry O'Terry. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's just a great name. Sherry O'Terry. We also have Tom Arnold. We have Tom Arnold in this one. Remember to just have a guess. There are no wrong answers in this. I'll just tell you that it's not that film. But we've all learned the kind of movies you watch. We also have in this Carrie Fisher makes an appearance in this film. As does Will Ferrell. And that's our first 5. We've got a couple of answers coming in. It is not True Lies. It is not Bad Boys 2.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
When they come for you.
Bad Boys, Bad Boys. It is not Sharknado, but I haven't had that guess in a long time. Beautiful. It is not the Flintstones. It is not Star Wars. It is not the Princess Diaries. Also in this film is Mimi Rogers. It's not Ghostbusters. Also, Seth Green is in this film.
There we go.
We've got an answer. We've got our answer. 2 answers, one more full than the other. Michael York is also in this film. So is Elizabeth Hurley. And our lead, I'll just step out the way, was Mike Myers. That's our cast there, our top 10 cast. And it is Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, the first Austin Powers film. So we've got 2 winners there who got it pretty much at the same time, so that's very nice. Well done to Jane and J. Anthony. Well done, you've got it for this week, and we'll put up all your scores as we go. Thank you so much for joining us once again. We will be here on Friday at the same time. The video goes live at 6:45. Make sure that you click Get Reminder on the post, which is live now. The post is pinned at the top of our page for the Friday quiz. If you click Get Reminder, you'll get a notification telling you that you can come and watch when we are live. So please do that, and we will see you then. From everyone here at Quizmasters and Bar TV, thanks for another smashing week, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Welcome back. For those of you who are still sticking around, this is our little, what we're going to do from now on. If you are seeing this, you are in the know. Stick around after everything is done and the credits roll, such as they are. We'll be back and we'll give you a bonus fact and have a little chat-at with you if you like.
Dino fact.
In the comments. A dino fact. This one happens to be a dino fact, but the dinosaur joins me for the fact. So your fact today is that on Good Friday in 1930, the BBC News Service had no news. And so what they did at news time, as you heard on the radio, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today there is no news. Some light music." And then they just played a piano for the next 15 minutes, and that was the news that day. Just because Good Friday 1930, nothing happened.
Well, now all of you can go and have a look, find out if that's true, or find out if he's just lying to you. I often find he's just making this sort of stuff up.
That's it. So if you think I'm telling porkies, go and investigate it for yourselves. You can chime in with the comments next time you're here and let everyone know that you know a fact that they don't necessarily. You can enjoy that. We'll be doing this at the end of every quiz with a bonus fact or a bonus flam, which it could be. Thanks very much for joining us. We're all over. We're actually going this time. Good night.